from all
impacting the
sector of
world.
life.
So,
JCA
yes,
Colombo and
you
JCA Hosur
can
Lake
change the
City
world,
strongly
and
believe that
JCI can
brotherhood of
help you
men
do it.
transcends sovereignty of
Be
nations.
active,
We
get
had been
involved,
regularly organizing
serve your
activities
community.
that create positive
Begin
change
your
in our
journey to
countries since
change the
the
world for the
inception of
better.
our twinning agreement in 2019. JCA Vizag achievers who has joined their hands with us this time, and while we were planning our activities together, we realized one common factor that connects our country, India and Sri Lanka, is cricket.
Before you deliver your next
And we decided to
presentation, you
pursue
must
the
attend these
cricketing
3
icons of
hours of
these countries,
live
and
training
we
workshop on
organized
public
a small
speaking
interactive
skills.
meeting with them.
In this
We are
workshop,
so
I'm going to
fortunate
take
that
you
we have got
through
connected to the speaker
4-step
of the day
system of
today,
public speaking.
creating
Whether I've
opportunity to
spoken on a
all
TEDx
our
stage,
members across the
IITs,
borders to
IIMs,
interact with
even as an
him.
entrepreneur, if I
With
stand in front of my
utmost
team members or
pride, I
investors,
would like to
or
welcome
even if I
the
stand
speaker
in
of
front
the
of my
day,
clients for
international
selling, I
cricketing legend
use the
Sanati
same
Yesuria.
4-step
Welcome, sir.
system of public speaking or
And I
presenting.
request all the
Ladies and
members
gentlemen,
to make the best
this 3
use
hours
of
live
this
workshop,
opportunity to
I'm going to
interact
go
and get
deep in
inspired.
each step.
Once
We'll
again, I
understand
welcome you all
what
to
are the
today's speaker
objectives of
meeting.
each step, at the same time, what are the techniques and methods to achieve this objective. Once you learn this 4-step system of public speaking, you will be a completely different person on the stage. Your ability to inspire, educate,
Now,
persuade,
let us
impress
recite the
people
JCA
will
Creed
go to the
together.
next level.
I request everyone to
Don't lose
recite
this
it along with
opportunity.
us. We
3
believe
hours live workshop
that
followed by
faith in God gives
45
meaning and
live
purpose to
FAQ
human life,
session. But because this is a
that
live workshop, the
brotherhood of
system
men
has limited seats. If you're
transcends
among
the
those people who
sovereignty of
believe that, yes,
nation,
Praveen, I want to learn the simple
that
skill of speaking
economic
in front of
justice
people
can best be
so I
won
can
by
grow
free
in my
men
life,
through free
don't lose
enterprise,
this opportunity. Right now, we have some special
that
discount. Click
government should
and
be
book
of
your seat
laws
now.
rather than of men,
This is Praveen Madalka signing out.
that Earth's
Until we meet
great
again.
treasure lies in human personality, and the service to humanity is the best work of life. Thank you all. Over to you, Tariq, to do the recognitions.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amy
While
Killen. I have my own medical practice, and I've
while we
been
wait
using Doodly now for a few
few
weeks
more
to
minutes
create these
till
really fun
Sarat joins in,
videos to
I
share
would
with
like to,
patients,
from Sri Lanka,
prospective
I would
patients
like
on social
to
media.
recognize the
Hi, I'm
presence
Brad
of
Callen, and in this
following
video, I'm going to
individuals.
show you how anyone can quickly
I
and
would like to
easily create
recognize
doodle
the
videos,
presence of
just like the one you're watching right
National
now,
President
using Doodly,
JCI Sri
our
Lanka,
drag and drop doodle
Tilhan
software that allows anyone,
Tilakar. I
regardless of
would
tech
like to
skills, to
recognize
create
the
highly
presence
engaging
of
professional doodle videos in a
uh,
matter of minutes. Because doodle
Vice
videos are
President
fun and
JCI
engaging, they can
Colombo,
get you more clicks, likes,
Praveen
shares, and most importantly,
Dharmaraja.
sales than
I
any
would
other
like
type of
to,
video. Which is why Doodly is
yeah,
now the
and
video tool of
other
choice for over
LOM members.
150,000 businesses all over the
Thank you so
world,
much for
in
joining in
virtually every industry and
from Sri
profession that
Lanka.
you can imagine. Doodle videos are perfect for marketing,
Over to you, Raj.
teaching,
Thank you,
fundraising,
Tariq.
personal use, and
Uh,
even
I would
inspiring
like to
others.
recognize the presence
After all, one
of
of the
the
keys to
Zone
a
President
successful
of
video
Zone
is to capture
16,
your audience's
JC
attention
Senator
and
Imran
keep it for
Ahmed.
an
Welcome,
extended period
sir.
of time. And
I
since
would
you're
like
still
to
watching this
recognize the
video,
presence
you
of
already know how
Zone
great Doodle
Officer,
videos are
Zone
at
Vice
doing just that.
President
Not only are
Jesse
Doodle
Om
videos
Sandam from Zone
incredibly
16.
captivating, but research shows
Welcome,
that they
sir. And I
massively
would
boost
like to
learning and memory
recognize the
retention.
presence of
As a
all
result,
zone
viewers really
officers
absorb your
and
message,
my
making your
colleague
videos that
president
much more impactful. And even
from Zone
better, Doodle
16
videos can make
who are here
complex or
today.
boring subjects
Welcome to all
fun
of
and
you.
easy to understand. So let me quickly show you how simple and easy
JC
Doodly makes it
Santoshini,
to
over to
create an
you.
interesting professional
Good evening,
video.
everybody.
Alright, here I
I
am
would like to
inside the
recognize
Doodly
the
software, which
presence
is available
of
for
our
Mac
zone
and
trainer,
PC.
Jesse
You'll
Harikumar
notice that you
sir.
can choose the
Welcome,
style of your
sir.
video,
I would like
selecting
to
from whiteboard,
recognize the
blackboard,
presence of all my
greenboard,
co-law
glassboard,
presidents,
and for more
all
advanced
my LOM
users, you can
members,
even use a
and my
green
friends
screen
and
background,
family.
giving you
I
lots of
welcome you
control
all.
over the.
Thank you so much, Rajesh, for giving the opportunity.
Thank you, Santoshini. Dear all, sorry, I think like there was some background noise. We have corrected it. Thank you for highlighting it to us. And once again, on behalf of the host team, we would like to recognize the presence of all Norman Zone officers, past Norman Zone officers, the president of 2020, past presidents, senior JCs, other Zone JC members, other social organization members who are here today, and most importantly, the cricketing audience of various countries, India, Sri Lanka, and from Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining. We recognize your presence. I now request JC Tariq for a pleasant task. Over to you, JC Tariq.
Uh, Thank you, Rajesh. I would like to take a few more minutes before
Tariq,
I
we
give
have
introduction.
the speaker. I think we've got the guest of the day who has joined.
Uh, would like to take a few more minutes before I do the introduction of our today's speaker, who is widely known. He doesn't need an introduction, but for formality, just we'll give you a small brief. Just give me a few more minutes till I do that. Waiting for him to log in.
I think he has logged in the name ABEC Head Office.
Okay.
I am trying to unmute.
Okay. I would like to introduce the speaker for today. The speaker for today is Sri Lankan cricketing legend Sanath Jayasuriya, one of the best all-rounders ever produced by Sri Lanka. He's a former Sri Lankan cricket captain and an explosive, widely renowned left-hand opening batsman. He made his cricketing debut in 1989 against Sri Lanka and represented the Sri Lankan team and his final 1989 against Australia and represented Sri Lankan team until his final ODI against England in 2011. Well known as Master Blaster in the cricketing world for his match-winning and devastating performances, a cricketing legend who brought a lot of accolades to Sri Lanka and took the cricket performances to the world of Sri Lanka, and is the only cricketer to score over 10,000 runs and capture over 300 wickets in the ODI format. And also he was holding the fastest 50 for over 19 years till it was broken by AB de Villiers. And he was part of the 1996 Cricket World Cup winning team of Sri Lanka and is a proud product of St. Servatius College, Mathura, Sri Lanka. I would like to warmly welcome our cricketing legend, our hero for our today's session, Sanath Jayasuriya. Thank you, Sanath, for joining us today. And I would like to open the floor for interaction.
Yeah. Just to do a quick audio check, dear sir, is it audible for you?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So on a popular demand, before we start, we just wanted to play a quick video and just bear with us for 2 minutes.
23 for 1, 5.1 overs. That's the run rate at the moment and the required run rate. Nothing in it at the moment. This is a huge battle on at the moment. Well, that's in the air. This is going to be out. Yes, he's got it, and that's out caught. He's gone for the pull shot. That's very well bowled. A short delivery, and it's been pulled away and caught just behind square.
That's in the air, that's 4 runs. Well, that's what we're talking about. If it's up there, give it a go. Terrific bang, and into space, perfectly placed. And what a menace this man is. Over the top, straight over the top. All one-way traffic, this. Or over there. Well, this is murder. Well, that's a terrific hit again. Right across the line. First bounce. Full flow of the arms. On the offside, but not on the on. Hit that well enough.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Darren Gough having made up his mind to go around the wicket, but it's so important that when you go around the wicket, you're very clear on what line you're going to bowl.
That's his 50. 32 balls. Well played. Oh, is that 4 or 6? 6, I think, yeah. Because there are all there, but there's no Shane Warne, for instance. Oh, here we go again. 6. Oh, all right then. 4 more. Oh, that's coming up here. That's on the roof. It's hit the satellite dish. He's flicked that away over mid-wicket. Stewart in pursuit, but I don't think he's going to get there. No. Four more.
Well, we now know he's not interested in the single. 100 partnership. What a splendid performance.
Now then, Russell's confident. Beautifully taken down the leg side. Okay, I'll give him out then.
Thank you for watching this, one of the favorite video of all time, because this was played on popular demand. We wanted to play one special video, and there were quite a lot of requests to play this video because this is a great example to say that you're truly a master blaster. One of the important innings that was played during the 1996 World Cup. 44 balls, 88 runs. It's not an easy job, and we are blessed to have you today, dear Sanath, and we're looking forward to have a great interaction with you. And once again, welcome and thank you for joining.
New Nivea Men Active Face Wash with revolutionary Magnolia bark
And,
powder.
before I
99%
start,
acne
we
bacteria को
wanted to
fight
keep the
करेगा और
format
आपको
of
दे
this
clear
meeting
skin.
will be that we have selected a lot of questions for you, and in the interest of time, we have kind of positioned the questions, some of the key questions in the slides, and we would also
it ended up
take
just
some
bobbing down in
questions from
front
the
of him.
audience.
23
And,
for 1, 5.1
we would
overs.
look forward to hear
That's the run rate
from
at
you.
the moment and the
And,
required run rate.
yes, without
Nothing in
further
at the
delay,
moment.
I would like to get on to the questions.
This is a huge battle on at the moment. Well, that's in the air. This is
The
going to be
first
out.
question
Yes,
to
he's
you,
got in. That's out
Sanath,
court. He's gone for the pull
is
shot. That's
cricket
very well
accidental
bowled. A
destination
short
or a
delivery,
determined
and
destination for
it's
you?
been pulled away and caught just behind square.
Is there an issue?
Well,
with
this
your
is big
audio?
trouble for Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
Rajesh, can you
Rajesh.
please close the browser?
Yeah.
YouTube, we can
Oh, sorry.
hear the background noise.
Apologies again. Yeah, I hope it is clear now.
Yeah.
It's fine now. Yeah.
Yeah. Over to you, Sanath.
This is the question. Cricket accidental.
Is cricket accidental destination for you or a determined destination?
It's a determined destination. It's not accidental destination because work very hard when I was very small. So when I was like 6, 7, like 8 years old, I started playing cricket in school. So I started playing cricket when I was 8 years. I played in school under 11 cricket. So it's not an accident. Accidental. It is determined to play cricket in school, and then only I just continued to play in school cricket up to Sri Lanka.
Thank you. The next question for you is, what was your first job? We know that you're a full-time cricketer, but like, what was your first job before getting into the cricket?
The first job is Sri Lanka is not a professional cricketing nation when we were playing, so it's like semi-professionals. We all the cricketers were had their jobs. Some working for the private sector, then some work for the government sector. So I got a just after my under 19 World Cup, when I came to Colombo from Madhara, I got a very a small company called Packwell Lanka Private Limited. That's a corrugated company who provide all the corrugated boxes. I was there as a junior executive.
Okay.
Very small job.
But most important, isn't it? Thank
Best
you.
job. That's right.
Yeah, I could connect because my first job after my college was also for a short period of time. I worked in a corrugated box company, and that was really nice to know that I could connect myself with you, Sana. Yeah. So before I get to the next question, for all the participants, I request you to post your questions because once we go through the kind of these questions on the slides, we would like to take questions from you as well. Please feel free to post your questions on the chat. Yeah. Thank you. Moving on to the next question. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, Sanat and Kalu, we know that it is a magical opening, which always put a big numbers. Coming from the Indian side of cricket, whenever we play, like yes, there are moments like where we played like okay, we should like uh, the score should be less on the other side, but always like we be very uh, afraid of your opening, knowing that like always you put the big numbers. How like would you like to talk about the magical uh, partnership with Kalu?
Yeah, I think with Kalu and myself, opening partnership is always, but both of us is a similar way of playing cricket. We're very attacking cricket. We both play and natural cricket. So we never worry about anything else. That is the key thing for us, both of us to just go and play our natural cricket. So that's how we played in our school cricket. That's how we play in our club cricket. Wherever we go, and the both of us is playing natural cricket. So that's kind of attacking cricket, which Arjuna and a few other senior cricketers with Doug Watmore realized that we can make use both of us as opening batsmen. So that's how we became two openers, and we enjoyed each other. We always had a lot of confidence in each other, and I played with him since under 19 cricket with Kalu, and our bond and the understanding is very good. So if you play for a longer period, even from under 19 age, so we basically when you go into the middle, we don't need to even call each other. We just see both uh, both of us eyes, and we can run. With that understand we are there. So with the Kalu, it's a totally a natural and lot of confidence, both of us. It's the other thing is in Sri Lanka is a very small place, and we meet each other very often, and the blending and gelling each other is very closely there all the time. We meet even after cricket. We meet, and it's like we see each other a lot. So then you naturally get this closeness, and it's a real, real bond when you play together.
Thank you so much for sharing. I could find the reason of the chemistry between you and Kalu, which is very important for any team player. That understanding our co-player is very important, so that we work together very well. And yeah, so as displayed, the next question for you is your experience as captain of Sri Lankan cricket. We know that you're a great all-rounder, and you proved your best being the captain of Sri Lanka as well. But we would like to hear it from you.
Captain is not the easiest thing. You know, it's you need a lot of courage. You need to take decisions. Some might get happy, some might not happy, and it's a team game. And you make sure that you manage the players well, and you make sure that even after cricket finishes a game, I need to be with them and have a chat with them, constantly have the communication with them as a captain. If you don't have the communication, it will be a big problem. So from as a captain, it's a big task because I took over from Arjun Ranatunga. He captained for almost 10 to 11 years, almost 12 years. So when I got as a captain, it's a bit of a tough thing. So, but I still manage since I thought it's a very, when you captain, it's a very, they say very lonely place. When you go higher and higher, no one is there. So I felt like I'm alone. But I don't want to be like that. So I make sure that I was always having communication with the players, and I'm in touch with them, and I'm going out with them for dinner, lunch, whenever I have the time. I always be with the players. So as a captain experience is, that's what I learned as a captain. Um, I learned from Arjuna when I was playing how to be with the players and how to take decisions. That experience is unbelievable. So as a captain, it's not easy because the main at the same time they are looking at me all the time and they want me to perform and they want to win and they want to do well in the middle in the crisis situations because that is where you see how as a captain you handle yourself. So those are the experience. So before I became the captain in 1999, I played from about 11 years of cricket in Sri Lanka, almost 12 years. So that experience had gave me a lot of strength and courage. At the same time, a lot of senior cricketers and junior cricketers were very supportive. So because of that, I had a good experience as a captain, but I make sure that I got maximum out of them. That is, as a good captain, you need to get maximum out of your players. So I did that.
Thank you so much for sharing that strong message. Being a leader, being a captain, the most important thing is to maintain the communication, because we could very well connect with that one two word. Sanath, most of our audience are here from different social organization. To be specific, from JC organization, we all lead the club and like we lead in different positions. And yes, it is a very important takeaway. Thank you for sharing that answer with us. And I would like to go to the next question, which is post cricket. How is your life after retirement? Do you still miss your pads, or you have moved on from cricket and then you have a different interest now?
Yeah, if you play for a longer period for Sri Lanka, almost 20 years, then you play school cricket from since age of 8. That means a long time. So naturally, when you retire, it's miss your pads, gloves, helmet, and your clothing. You don't wear anymore. You have so much cricketing clothing, and you think that played for so long, and you obviously it's going to be. It was. I had that same feeling. I missed everything, but luckily for me. I had my own work to do, and I'm having my own cricket academy. So I'm involving with young kids in my cricket academy in my school. So I was quite busy. So when you're busy with your cricket and with the Sri Lanka cricket also, I was busy for 4 years as a chairman of selectors. So you occupied yourself most of the time. You didn't feel that much you retired. So whenever you get a some exhibition match, I used to play. Since last 2 years, I couldn't play after since my knee operated and I replaced half of my knee. So other than that, now I'm all right. So I've been playing a little bit of cricket, and of course I miss playing cricket.
Thank you. We know that this would be the answer from you, but still, we had to ask this question. And I'd like to pose the next question. Uh, Winning the World Cup for Sri Lanka as a team member and winning the T20 World Cup for Sri Lanka as a chief selector, how do you see these two experiences? Because two important event in the Sri Lankan cricketing history, and you were part of it.
The 96 World Cup winning team, I'm a part of the member of the team. So I did a lot of work as a batsman, as a bowler, as an all-rounder, I did a lot of work. And when it comes to winning T20 World Cup, I'm as a chief selector. That's a thankless job. Nobody will be happy when you as a chairman selector. Everyone is, the players or the media will say something. These things were there, but I have taken quite a few drastic decisions that time during that World Cup. So I have to go to Bangladesh. We have appointed Chandimal as a captain, and when we team was not balanced properly, I have to take a decision. So which I did during the World Cup, which no one will do that. I asked Chandimal to step down, and I put Lasith Maling as a captain, and I just want to play with that team to balance the team. So luckily, the team did well. We won the World Cup. So I think that was a very crucial thing in my life as a chief selector. Taking those decisions is not easy. If you're doing well, it went on well. If something happens bad for Sri Lanka, everything it comes to the chief selector. So that's how it is. But I'm happy.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Move on to the next segment of today's session because we didn't want to keep it very serious, so why not have a little fun? And yeah, let me open the shutter. We would like to know the boxer in you. We know that you're a cricketing legend, but we were trying to find out your other faces and found out that you're an interesting boxer. We thought, well, I'd hear it from you.
Yeah, I think for training purpose, I do a lot of boxing, and I enjoy myself during this lockdown. We never had anything to do. March, end of March to kind of May, we've been locked down basically. So we need to train ourselves, and we can't go out much. But I managed to do a little bit of work with my trainer. So I did the boxing. I enjoyed playing boxing actually, and to keep myself fit.
Okay. Can we expect you to see in the boxing arena sometime in the future?
No, not really. Not really. I'm too old for that now.
Okay. Okay. Age is mere a number. We all know that. And yeah, you gave us important message of staying fit is really important. And yes, thank you for that answer. And let's open the next shutter. So we always find, because we only know the cricketing phase of you because we have been madly following you on the cricketing side, but we would like to know the kind of the fun part of you, and this picture says that you are very fun loving, and we would like to hear the fun side of you, Sanat.
Actually, this is something which I don't know how to do it. So in India, they said that's what they are trying to do, because they get person who can't dance to make sure that they put them into somehow to dance. So it was a major task for me, and I've been training since 6 in the morning until midnight. They've been training and training, a lot of training. So I enjoy, but it's really tough. It's not very easy. It's not it's not very easy, but I enjoyed myself. It's another kind of experience in my life to go there and do that. But it was fun. It was good.
Yeah. And I must be honest, from the look of it, you look very professional as a dancer. Yeah.
I'm not professional dancer at all. She was trying to get me out of my natural way. I tried my best, but not too bad. But I would have done better.
Yeah. And we saw a couple of more pictures like with the fancy hat and all. But yes, this picture was very kind of attractive, so we put it here. Thank you again for sharing. The next is we know that like Sri Lanka and India share a great bond, and this shows like you're connected to India through the movies as well. Do you watch Bollywood movies? And uh,
I do watch, but unfortunately can't remember much. But I do. I know when I used to play for Mumbai Indians and with IPL, uh, meeting a lot of the Bollywood stars. And I met Deepika about few years ago in Sri Lanka in Colombo. We were going to Maldives, and she was on the same flight. So we met the family. And yeah, yes, in Sri Lanka, there are a lot of Hindi followers, the movies, and they love the Bollywood stars. And so I am. I like most of them. And also, we are big followers of Hindi movies in Sri Lanka.
if I can ask, who is your favorite Bollywood star?
Ah, I like Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan. Glad to know. The last time we had the meeting with Aravind D. Silva, he shared the same. His favorite is also Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'll move on to the next segment, which is your first thought when you see this picture. So we know that two master blasters in the cricketing world, the best right-hand batsman and the best left-hand batsman. So we wanted to ask you like, how is your thought about Indian cricket, Sachin, or any other your favorite Indian cricket player?
I think most of the Indian cricketers are, uh, quite a good guys. They are really nice, and we can, as a Sri Lankans, we can get on with them, and uh, we are very friendly, and the Sri Lankans and Indians, we manage gel very closely together. You know, the most of the Indian cricketers, when they come here, we go out together. Even when we go to India, we go out together. When I'm playing was Mumbai Indians, and we blend like a family, and it's a very easy-going thing as Sri Lankans and Indian cricketers, and very friendly. And we meet each other, and we know each other really well. So I think opportunities were there when I was playing for Mumbai India, and I think Sachin and myself was opening most of the time, and that is another unique thing for myself too. And as a legend of cricket, Sachin, and playing with him, and we played right throughout 3 seasons and learn a lot of things from him. Yes.
Yeah. And uh, we wanted to thank IPL for getting this opportunity to see both master blasters opening the innings. And yes, it was indeed very great moment for us to see both of you opening the innings. And that's the reason I thought I'll bring this picture and talk to you about it. Thank you for sharing. Uh, the next images. You had been a stardom of cricket, and looking the cricket as an audience caught our attention, and we wanted to talk to you because cricket gives a great stardom. And putting yourself amongst the audience, how did you enjoy? How do you see cricket as an audience? And
Uh,
what do you have to say to your audience?
it's nice to be as a, as a member of the public. So myself and Aravind, next to me is my son. And during this last World Cup, we just went to see a one game, India-Sri Lanka match. And we had a good time, actually, and we enjoyed a lot. And my son wants to see a World Cup match. So when we went to London and we went with Aravind, and we had a good time. And actually, it's nice to watch a match like a normal public person on a public stand, and we enjoyed. I like that atmosphere.
Yes. Thank you for being an audience as well. And yes, this sends out a strong message, and that's why I put it here.
Luckily, not it was in in England.
It was in England, yes. If it was an Indian, I'm sure like uh, the star, like the fans would not have let you sit down and watch the match patiently. Yeah. And yeah, so moving to the next one, your advice to the younger generation. And yes.
This photograph says a lot of things. This is my academy when I went to India with the team. So I'm just giving them a bit of advice, and also at the same time, in a little bit of say that the way I tell them is little bit not the nicer way. I'm just a little bit angry what they did in a situations like um, uh, crucial situations. They were not handling really well. So I was just explaining to them how we can do under pressure, how they can perform under pressure. That's how you become a good cricketer. Because if it is everything is smooth, right, that's not much, nothing like that. But this in cricket, there are a lot of situations you come, how you need to handle those situations. So this new generation, they don't know much about these things, because we played from the small days with our backyard cricket, tennis ball cricket, and we played everywhere, all the village, with another village. But this new generation, they don't do much. They basically watch on TV, playing with the phone, like kind of things. So I was just explaining how they can come out of a situation.
So the reason for putting this picture is we had a question like your advice for the younger generation. As I said, like we have a lot of aspiring cricketing audience who are part of this, and who will be watching this video as well later. So if you can keep it generic, yes, you have spoke about on this picture, but if you want to share general advice for the younger generation, because as you rightly said, cricketing then and cricketing now has drastically changed, and there is a huge competition as well. And looking at all of these challenges ahead, uh, if you want to say some important points or advice to the audience, general audience, if you could share something, it would be really good.
Yeah, I think my thought is always um, a child, when you play cricket, you need to stick to your basics, and you need to work on your basics, right? Because since on TV, a lot of T20 cricket, and they are playing all kind of shots, and the younger generation wants to try out those shots. That's I don't think is the best thing to do. So make sure that you stick to your basic plan, the all type of coaching. I would love to say like that. All type of coaching. You defend yourself, you drive through, you back foot, all those 3 or 4 shots, and those shots you need to master. That's how you learn, because this generation of children have seen a lot of cricket, lot of T20 cricket all over the world, and they want to learn fast with all the shots. But it's not going to be easy. So my advice is make sure that you stick to 4 or 5 shots and make sure that you stick to your basics.
Thank you so much, and I'm sure that these words will strongly get into the minds of the next generation cricketers. Thank you, Sanath. Moving to the next section, which is rapid fire. I'll spin the wheel, and we have a few questions on the wheel. You can quickly answer the questions here. With your permission, I'll spin the wheel. What are you scared of?
What?
What are you scared of? What scares you?
No, I don't get scared sometimes. Some of the
I was expecting your family, your wife.
Sometimes when you see movies, when you see that something going to be very, dangerous things going to happen, I quickly switch off and I'm getting scared. I'm turning, I'm changing the channel quickly.
I couldn't believe this. Okay, I'll spin the wheel again.
Yeah.
Okay, it points on blue color. About your fans.
My fans.
About your fans.
My fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your quick
I'm
thoughts
very happy
about your fans. If you want to share.
because they are always very supportive, my fans, and because of them only I'm here today, and they've been following me, and they've been wishing me, and they are cheering me, and even after cricket, and they all putting their things what I did for 20 years of cricket, all my fans still. So I love to be with my fans as a cricketer.
Yeah, you are with your fans now. So we have 48 members along with us listening to you. All of us are a big fan of you. Thank you, Sanath. And we love you as well.
Thank you.
I'll spin the wheel. Points on green. Your favorite book?
I don't have a favorite book such like that. Nothing much. But I was reading even some of the cricketing books who wrote about mental preparation. How do you play? How do you do in a when you as a cricketer when you fail? How do you come out of the situations? That type of the book I was reading right throughout.
Your favorite superhero?
My superhero when I was young, I liked Viv Richards.
Viv Richards. Okay, I'll spin the wheel. Tell us one secret which you have not shared with anyone yet.
There's no secret in my life.
Something, some funny incident about your dressing room incidents, or some incidents would really kind of enlighten us or entertain us. It could be an important incident or some funny incident.
Some incident. There are so many incidents which I can't remember now, unfortunately.
All right, I'll not push you, but if you remember one, please share it with us.
Sure, we'll do that during this.
I'll spin the wheel. Your favorite sport apart from cricket?
I like soccer.
Soccer.
Football. Yeah, I watch a lot of football. I like it.
Can we know which is your favorite team?
Sorry.
Which is your favorite team in soccer? I think we have lost you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Yeah.
Your favorite soccer team?
In English Premier, I like Arsenal. So I'm following Arsenal team.
Okay. I'll spin the wheel. Your holiday destination, favorite holiday destination?
My favorite holiday place is like, I like to travel in Sri Lanka a lot. There are lots of places you can go in Sri Lanka. Plenty which we have never seen. Only I realized during this COVID how many places we have in Sri Lanka, but we have not make use of those places. Unbelievable. So I think there are lots of destinations I have to be finished in Sri Lanka. Telling you the truth.
Yes. I'll spin the wheel for the last time.
Yeah.
Your memorable moment, any memorable moment, be it on your cricketing life.
I think one is 96 winning World Cup team and become the player of the tournament, and getting 340 against India in Sri Lanka is another memorable thing in my cricket. So first, I think getting the World Cup as a cricketer.
Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, so with that, I will end the rapid fire sessions, and I'll give time for our audience who are here today to take their questions. And thank you so much, Sanat, for spending your time in answering my questions. These are the questions that we collected from different audiences who could not be joined here today. And yeah, with no
Yes,
further delay, yeah, Tariq, over to you.
Thank you, Rajesh. Sanat, Tariq here. I have a few questions that came from the chat box for you. Some questions you already answered. Some questions which were not, I am, forwarding it to you. I got a question. Who took your first wicket? I think your first match was against Australia in 1989. So, can you remember who took your first? I mean, the wicket. The bowler who took your first wicket.
Merv Hughes.
That's sorry.
Merv Hughes.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you for that. And then, how do you handle success and failure in your cricketing career? It's actually a very long question, deep question. If you can, put it in a 2 lines.
When you
Success and failure.
The success and failure during it's in cricket, when you successful for a long time, and what I do is I remember what I did for good things. So when you go back and you start your failures, then I'm going back to those things, and I go and look at it, what I have did to come out of those failures. So it's basically a mentally you need to be strong, and as a cricketer when you successful, and as a cricketer when you're a failure, you have become how fast you can come out of from the failure is the successful player. You need to come fast as possible. So it's not a very easy thing, but it's a very deep thing to talk. But when you are successful, it comes with a lot of dedication, hard work. You train hard, you look after your food, I'm talking about this cricketing side. So it applies to know everything, other things also. But when you're successful, you do all the basics right. You do everything right. But sometimes if you can't do well, if you don't do well at all, as a person, I'm trying to do what I did for the same way when I was successful. Then things will come your way. So that's how I think.
Thanks, Anath, for that. And the next question is, who is the most difficult bowler you had ever faced in any of the formats? The most
For
difficult bowler.
bowler is of course Wasim Akram because he is the most difficult bowler you can get it. But in the meantime, I when I was playing McGrath, Shane Warne, Ambrose, Waltz, Bishop, all these fast bowlers, Shoaib Akhtar, uh, Kumble, I can mention so many names. But there are outstanding players like Waka Yunis. All these bowlers are, it's going to be really tough. But from all, the Wasim Akram is there on top.
All right. Okay. The next question is, this is from a fan of yours from Bangladesh.
Yeah.
His question is, what do you think about Bangladesh cricket in the last 5 years, and where are they heading in the next 5 years? He's just asking how has the past 5 years and the next 5 years is going to be for Bangladesh cricket.
If you see Bangladesh cricketers improving and they are doing really well. If I see last 5 years, the the system that they try to bring up is the right way. I think junior cricket system they are trying to work on it, and their club system they are trying to work on it, and they played with a good set of cricketers for a longer period. Last 5 years, I think they were heading for a really a good bunch of cricketers. So I think last 5 years they're good, and now for next 5 years they need to work very hard. I think the competition is very high, and the thing is the facilities given by Bangladesh cricket to the Bangladesh cricketers is very big. It's a big country, big population, and I think the Bangladesh cricket, I think the cricketers, and they're all heading for the right direction.
Thank you, Sanat. The next one is, uh, this is kind of a long question. Until 1992, players usually start slow and build the partnership, and after 40 overs, they will start to improvise. Until 1992, they after 40 overs only they'll start to improvise. And but Sri Lankan team bought this revolution. Basically, you and Kalu bought this revolution of hitting the ball hard in the first 10 to 15 overs. How did you plan?
Uh, like I said in the earlier, because we are players in Sri Lankan cricketers are very natural talented cricketers. We don't. I think most of the cricketers we are not worried about the technique, and as long as we play our natural game, that matters. We look at the technique side also. The basics need to be right, but our way of cricket in Sri Lanka cricket basically it's like West Indian style cricket and island style of cricket. So we've been playing that type of cricket. So we realized that when it comes to 15 overs, and it's the best time to hit is with the first 15 overs. Since the restrictions are there, only two people can be outside. So with all these things, and everyone realized that it kind of easier for myself or Kalu or matter of Aravind for us to play our natural game. So that's how we started to play that. And also they are given the confidence to play that natural game. So It's a management with the coach and the senior players decision. And we realized that why not we just go and just start with attacking cricket. So they are given that license and we just play our natural game.
Thank you so much. You actually entertained us as Sri Lankans. You entertained. I don't know how the Indian audience would feel, but for us, it was actually a magic. It was great display that you all showed while you both were on batting. The final question I have before we open it to the a few audience for questions: is fast bowling difficult to bat or slow bowling difficult to bat? Like, is it the fast bowlers or the spinners?
Depends on the bowler actually, because there are some bowlers with the new ball difficult. Some bowlers are with the old ball is difficult. So that's how their talent is. The new ball they try to swing, the old ball they try to reverse swing. When it comes to spin, the wicket is start to spin. So then it find it difficult. But as a batsman, you need to adjust yourself, and you know that when you go to bat, it's kind of a old wicket. It's a spinner's uh, favored wicket. So you need to get runs for the fast bowlers. So you just start attacking for the fast bowlers. We are not waiting for spinners to come. We have that type of plans. So it depends on the situation. But there are times you need to put your head down for some of the fast bowlers when they bowl the new ball. When they are very good and they swing the ball, they seam. It all depends on that situation and also depends on the wicket.
Okay. Uh, Sanat, if you don't mind, I just ask you one final question because I am getting this request quite a few times, although I told him this is the last question. Uh, talk to us about your innings against, this is coming from an Indian fan. Talk to us about the innings against Pakistan in which you broke the record for the fastest ODI 50 when Kalu was dismissed for already 70, and his contribution was zero. So he's asking about your innings against Pakistan. I think on that same match you had two records, 50 and 100 both, uh, right, Sana? So he's asking about the
Just
feeling.
after the World Cup, we had this tournament and in Singapore, and a lot of confidence, did well, batted well. As a team, we did well. And when we went that particular tour, it was, full of confidence and just started to play my game. We never plan anything. Must tell you, some things happening, but we don't plan. So it's a kind of a thing that happen without planning, because I am just hitting one after the other. Kalu is the other end, and I'm just batting. So even I didn't realize that when Kalu get out for a duck, total was 70, I was 60 something, and he was not a single run he has taken. But I didn't know. But so much into the game we are in, sometimes we don't even look at the scoreboard. I don't. Just play. Because all the scoreboard, seeing individual scores will give you a lot of unnecessary pressure. Sometimes I don't know when I get my 50, I don't know. I asked from the other batsman. Then he said, you are 50. Then don't realize I got a 50. Because it's unnecessary pressure you put on yourself. So I'll keep it very simple, just to play the ball. So anyway, the score is the scoreboard will turn. But if you look at the scoreboard all the time, it will be another unnecessary stress and the pressure. So if you want to play natural cricket, you just play for the ball. So that's how I think. So I never realized that I broke the record even for 19 balls, even 38 or 40 something balls. I got the 100. I never knew that I broke a record, world record. No.
All right, Sana, thank you so much for that. I think the questions round from my end is over. Sanath, if you don't mind, would you like to take 2 or 3 questions from directly from the audience itself? If you don't mind, yeah. Rajesh, over to you.
Uh, Kindly raise your hands if you have a question so that I'll unmute you so that you can ask yourself to Sanath. Meanwhile, we have got one kind of a personal question, Sanath. You underwent a surgery. How is your health now? So this is one of the question I got in a private chat. We know that like you underwent a knee surgery recently, isn't it? You underwent a knee surgery. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I went 2 years. So I replaced my knee, half of the knee, because it was a little bad, and I got a bad meniscus and a ligament issue, and they need to half replace. So I half replace now. Now it's much better.
Glad to know that. Yeah, so we have 3 people who have raised hands. We'll take only these 3 questions. The first one is from Mr. Kiran. I have unmuted you. Would you like to ask your question directly?
Yeah. Thank you, Rajesh. Hi, Sanath. Kiran here. I would like to know that how much of the role of a mentor or say coach would be there on a person, let it be a cricketer or an individual or any professional for that matter of fact. What would be the role of a person like a mentor or a coach will have an impact on an individual, and how far is it to have a good coach to grow ahead in life?
I think mentor coach is the role of a managing player. I think you can't do much as a coach when you are a cricketer. When you become a player, your basics, your cricket, you have doing everything when you're small days. But when it comes to technique and everything, you know what you're going wrong and what you're not doing well. And the coach can see, and coach can tell these are the little areas you need to work on, and coach will work. Other than that, coach will make sure that he will manage the person mentally and prepare himself for the next match. Or if you're going through a bad period, if you don't get runs, if you don't bowl well, if you don't do well as a cricketer, a coach have a major role to play. Give him that confidence. We all depending on the coach. If the coach is there to support, you have that extra kind of strength. If the coach is not there for you, you feel you alone. So you don't want to get that feeling. So as a cricketer, I would love to have my coach to support me all the time. And throwdowns, do my throwdowns. He comes and throwdowns, and if you see the way of playing, and he can give you input. But the coach can play a major role to give you the mental satisfaction. This is all about the mental satisfaction. Then you sleep well, you relax. We know that even if I'm not playing well, my coach is there to support. But if the coach is ignoring and he always say about negative things, which I can't do, and you get starts to struggle. So you have specific trainers, the batting coach, the bowling, the fielding coaches are there. The head coach is to manage those things as an all-round this thing. I think you need to be very calm and have a lot of patience when you become a head coach or a mentor. So you need to get maximum out of the players. So you make sure that you treat everyone the same. All the players you need to treat as same. As one person, if you treat badly, that person will get all the negative energy into his body. So you need to be more as a coach, supportive, support all the players as a team.
Good evening, Sanat sir. I am a big fan of you from India. I would like to ask you a question about how would you give an advice to someone who likes to start a career in cricket? Thank you.
Start as a cricketer. When a small kid you're starting, you need to go back to your basics. Even if you play any type of cricket, you need to train, you need to work hard, you have to sacrifice a lot, and you need to train hard. These things are very important as a cricketer. So if you don't do your basics right, you can't get to that level. So what I always say, you work, whatever you want to become, you need to work very hard. So you dedicate your time for practice. That matters a lot. If you practice, and you will get your results. If you don't practice, you don't get your results. Because when I want to become a good cricketer, I practice, work with the coach, finish practices, I go to internet, and I will have about 300 balls a game in the night. That means basically 50 overs. I bat for another 300 balls. So that is how you need to work hard. So if you work like that, eventually you become a brand, and eventually you become a top of the cricketing list.
Thank you, Sanat. Last two questions. The next question is from Vinay.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm your big fan. I have a question from you that what is your favorite shot in cricket? What is your favorite shot?
I like to cut. I like to uppercut over the cover.
Oh, thank you, sir, for answering my question.
The next question is from Mr. Murugan.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Sanat, sir.
Good evening.
Actually, yeah. Hope are you watching the IPL 2020? If you're watching, which is your favorite team? Who is your favorite player? This is number one question. And then number two, during your period, during your 1989, you might have seen different coaches, and a lot of new coaches used to change. And during the time,
Mr. Murugan, your voice is not clear. Could you be a little clear?
Oh, sorry. First is, I hope you're watching the IPL 2020.
Yeah. I do watch, yes.
I think we've lost Mr. Murugan.
I think he had his question was Rajesh, what is your favorite team and player in IPL? I think that's what he was trying to ask.
Okay. Would you like to answer that?
Quite a few players, since I'm a Mumbai Indian player.
Mumbai Indian.
I like Rohit, the way he played, Rohit Sharma.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we're running out of time, but there are three people who raised hands. Can we close, Sanat, or just take one last question?
I can take one last question.
One last question. I know, I'm really sorry for that. And one last question from Mr. Rakesh. Rakesh, please ask your question.
Hello.
Yes,
sir, I am from Bangladesh. Sir, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Sir, my question is, what was the strategy in 1996 World Cup final against such a strong and experienced side like Australia? you people were new in that particular World Cup, and you had to play against such a strong team of Steve Waugh, Ricky Ponting, Shane Warne. What was the game plan and how you approached that game?
Game plan was very basic. Only thing was we were thinking, are we going to bat first or are we going to chase? Since this 96 World Cup we were chasing, and when we had a chat, quite a few experienced cricketers said to bat first. But we realized that no, we are very good at chasing, and we took that risk. And Arjuna won the toss, and we decided to bat second. The first we need to bowl, so we did. We chased, and it was a good decision eventually. We kept it as very simple. We have nothing to lose. We went the tour with underdogs, and nobody was expecting us to win, and we were just want to go and enjoy our cricket.
Thank you, Sanath. And yeah, so with that, we will get on to the closing formalities. Apologies again for the little extension of time, because we had been so many requests to take some questions from you. Dear audience, sorry for those who had other questions. We'll take it offline, and we'll move on to the closing formalities. And feedback from the participants, kindly post your feedbacks on the group chat. In the interest of time, we will definitely take it back and improvise. And if you have any words that needs to be shared with our Sanath, kindly post it, and we will take it and share it with him offline. And this being a virtual meet, Sanath, we could not felicitate you, but we would like to request you to accept this small token of love from all of us for your valuable presence and address. This is what we could do as of now, but from the bottom of the heart, we are very happy, and thank you so much for your patience and time. And with that note, I would request the president of JCA Vizag Achievers, Santoshni Narayan, to propose the vote of thanks.
Namaste, Sanath sir.
Namaste.
I am Santoshni, JC Santoshni, President JCA Vizag Achievers. Hope you have visited Visakhapatnam many a times. Yeah, I hail from that city of destiny, sir. And today I take this pride in thanking you for the wonderful session, for the interaction with all the people out here who had so many questions in their mind, because everyone is a cricket fan and they are crazy fans of yours. Even though here in India, we are crazy for you, sir. Thank you so much for being with us today. At the same time, I would like to take an opportunity to thank the immediate past National President, Anas Hussain, JCI Sri Lanka, National President Dilhan Jayalithaka sir, JCI Sri Lanka, Imran Ahmad, Zone President, Zone 16, PEVP, JC Ilasaran, Zone 16, JC Somasaranam, ZVP, Zone 16, JC Yuvraj, ZVP, Zone 16, PZO, ZC, Chandra Chodeswaram, JC Chandrasekhar, Zone 16, my host presidents, my column presidents, and all the other participants for taking out time and spending here with us today. I wish you all a very happy Dashera. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, namaste, sir.
Namaste. Thank you very much. It was very nice seeing you all, and I hope everyone had a good time, and we'll see you soon.
Thank
We
you, sir.
did. Indeed, we had a great time. With that note, I would like to adjourn the meeting. And once again, thank you all for your time today. A good way to open the weekend. And happy weekend to you, Sanath. Happy and safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Yeah. Thank you all. We are closing the meeting officially now.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, anyone would like to share your feedback, feel free to share it now. We had to close the meeting. Apologies because respecting the time of our speaker. And yeah, thank you all for your time. Anyone has anything to share, please feel free to unmute yourself. Yes. Participants can unmute yourself.
Rajesh, should I stop the recording?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can stop the recording. Thank you.